Welcome to Engaging Kitsap, a positive local forum where we bring engaging people, ideas, and organizations into our BCAT studio. Today we welcome John Gore, amateur astronomer and board member for the new Olympic Peninsula chapter of DarkSky International, which works to protect the night from light pollution. Welcome, John. You do great programs for the public up at Hurricane Ridge, where thousands of people come out to Olympic National Park to view the night skies with you. So why is Hurricane Ridge a better place to view than Kitsap?
Well, here in Kitsap County, with the light pollution, when I'm out with my telescope searching for dim comets or dim little galaxies, I cannot see them at all here in Kitsap, and I have to travel to Hurricane Ridge where it's quite a bit darker. At Hurricane Ridge, it is so dark that you can see the Milky Way spanning from horizon to horizon. It's gorgeous. And if you have good eyesight, you can even catch a faint glow of the Andromeda galaxy,
Cool.
2.5 billion light years away. And in my 26 years as an amateur astronomer, I have witnessed the regrettable and completely preventable issue of increased light pollution.
Well, I think most people don't even know what the concept of light pollution is. Can you describe what it is?
Sure. Light pollution, which is created by poorly designed outdoor lighting, creates something called sky glow. And artificial light at night creates the sky glow, and that's your light pollution. A study published by Science magazine says that global sky brightness has increased by 9.6% per year. And this disrupts the natural night-day cycle for wildlife. And it's not just people in big cities that are affected. I have witnessed a big increase in sky glow over the last couple of decades.
Yeah, I have too, where I live over the past 30 years. Why are dark skies important to mankind in general? Why don't you start with human health impacts?
Well, there are studies that link sky night pollution, artificial light at night, to certain cancers, hormone-dependent cancers, including prostate and breast cancer. Sleeping with light at night suppresses melatonin production, and it can disrupt sleep and impair your body's ability to fight cancer. 30 to 50% increase in breast cancer in people living under highly light polluted skies.
Wow, that's shocking. What about economic impacts of light pollution?
Well, a lot of the light that we make goes up and is completely wasted, probably 30 to 35% due to unshielded lighting. In the United States, that comes out to about $3 billion a year. And then you can consider the carbon footprint, because you have to create the electricity to make the lights work. And so we can reduce global warming if we address light pollution.
I come at this from the perspective of a camper, and I think that night skies are just, seeing a shooting star, for instance, it's just awe-inspiring.
Well, it seems that without noticing it, we've lost that critical relationship with the night sky, a relationship that we've enjoyed for millennia until the invention of Edison's light bulb. And it's not just for us astronomers. If you go see dark night skies, it's very moving. It invites introspection. You're compelled to ask deeper questions, and you're left with a sense of humility. And I fear we've lost that connection.
I agree with you. I've had lots of philosophical campfire questions while watching meteor showers and things like that. I think that a lot of the outdoor lighting that causes light pollution that we have outside our homes and in our neighborhoods can come from that misunderstanding that we have that more light equals safety. Why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, safety and security are very important. It's why we use nighttime lighting. But I think we fall into a trap when we assume that more lighting means more security. One issue that is prevalent is glare. That's direct vision of the light source going into your eye. So we are most secure when we use high quality outdoor lighting, the type of lighting that can prevent light pollution.
Dark skies aren't just necessary for humans. Tell us about how light pollution impacts wildlife and the environment.
So all life on our planet is adapted to a natural dark light cycle created by the sun and the moon. And light pollution alters that and has multiple negative effects to many wildlife species. And one of the examples that motivates me is birds migrating. Kitsap County has 12 million birds traveling overhead during a migration.
Amazing.
And light pollution disorients the birds and causes collisions with buildings. So that's why DarkSky Olympic Peninsula is partnering with Kitsap Audubon Society to promote Lights Out Washington.
Oh, that's great, because I've heard a lot of news stories from across the U.S. where there are actual cities who have employees whose job it is to go out in the mornings and pick up bird carcasses from nighttime collisions. So tell us more about Lights Out.
So it was created by the Washington Audubon Society, and the goal is, you guessed it, turn your lights out when the birds are migrating. And we're targeting the peak of migration. So those are the months of April and May for spring migration, and then September and October for fall migration. And it's super easy. Just turn off the lights and let those birds pass over Kitsap County.
Excellent. So give us some additional examples of simple things that people can do to protect the night sky.
Well, our website has programs for dark sky home assessments. You can look at your home and see how it rates. It's going to ask you questions like, is light necessary? And if you do have a need for light, is it shielded? Is it on a timer? Is it on a motion detector? Is the color of the light kind of in the amber rather than the bright white or the blue light that is most harmful? And our website allows you to assess your home and then make intelligent decisions on how to improve.
Your organization, DarkSky, does a lot of education events. You want to share some of those with us?
Yeah, we have a big calendar full of events. And recently, the Kitsap County Board of Commissioners adopted a proclamation making International Dark Sky Week recognized by Kitsap County. And fun fact, International Dark Sky Week was created by a 15-year-old student named Jennifer Barlow. And I'd like to read a quote that she shared, what her motivation is. She said, "I want people to be able to see the wonder of the night sky without the effects of light pollution. The universe is our view into our past, and it's our vision into the future. I want to help preserve its wonder." Jennifer Barlow.
What an inspiring young lady. That's really neat to see. DarkSky Olympic Peninsula is a brand new chapter. Mm-hmm. What areas do you serve, and what are some of the key goals that you have for Kitsap County?
So we serve the geographical region of the Olympic Peninsula. That's Kitsap, Jefferson, Clallam, Mason, and Grays Harbors counties. And we're right now at a stage of our development where we're seeking new members, new allies. We're looking to connect to different community members and really just get the word out about our new organization.
How do people learn more about your new chapter?
Well, we have a robust website, and if you visit it, you'll find that there's information about what bulbs to buy, what fixtures are good, how to engage neighbors, how to engage homeowner associations, government officials. We realize it can be really hard to have conversations with neighbors when their light is trespassing onto your property, but we provide resources to help with that and just educate people on light pollution.
Nice. It sounds like there's a lot there. What do you say to somebody who has lived their whole life with really bright exterior lighting such that the darkness makes them uncomfortable?
Well, some people do feel fear of dark skies, and our chapter seeks to find ways to overcome that. We are going to sponsor some nighttime hikes in wildlife refuges, and you can join us and kind of try to lose that intimidation, that threat that the night presents to you. Or you can just join me up at Hurricane Ridge for a telescope program and see the beautiful Milky Way.
That sounds wonderful. Well, thank you, John, for your passion and for your expertise. It's great to have this new chapter here in Kitsap. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you.
Of course. You've been watching Engaging Kitsap, a positive local forum where we bring engaging people, ideas, and organizations into the BCAT studio. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.
Thank you.